Texas Station, we're here for part 2 of the title matches of today's Mojave Conference Invitational Tournament. Potentially 2 title matches going on at once. This one in scratch will be the title match, as Eric Hatchett and Cameron Smith both have 2 losses. They were the number 1 and 2 seeds heading into triple elimination match play. Pretty rare that 1-2 survive all the way to the title match. Even rarer when you consider that Cameron promptly lost his first 2 match play games, so has come from the 0-2 hole to go all the way up here to the title match. As a double for Hatchett, but he trails in the match right now by 31 pins to Smith, who's working on a 3-bagger here in the 8th frame. What a comeback this would be for Kevin. Cameron looked utterly disinterested in this tournament. He was minus 60 after game 4 and then shot a 277, which was to that point the highest game of the entire tournament, to jump all the way up to the number 2 seed. Then looked disinterested in match play, going 0-2 before running the table up until now. That 8 count's going to still make it a game. And Hatchett has been lighting up the last 2 games, so should be a great finish shaping up. Meanwhile, this guy finished off a great weekend, finishing 2nd and 3rd on the weekend. And a big turnout yesterday to Invite today. That's a fantastic job. Good job, man. Another flash for you, $250 for 3rd place today. So, piling it up. Great second half. Well done. Oh no! And Smith is disgusted with that ill-timed chop. Such a bad break in bowling with those chops. He flattens it out and goes hard and straight to minimize the potential of those chops. You do everything right. You could do it far worse and make it. Instead, it's a chop, and we got ourselves a match. It's all of a sudden down to a basically even game. 2 frames are going to tell the story here. Hatchett got by Cortez Schenk in a great semifinal game. Essentially the semifinal, because it was 2 losses versus 2 losses. In what was the other semi, Smith got by Ben Canfield on another really interesting match. 10 in the pit for Smith. He's finally found a readable look. He said that was the ball that he didn't go to until the very end, and it turned out to be by far the best look he's had all day. That chop in the middle of that string is painful. Low scores today. Only 11 bowlers joined the 5 exempt bowlers to the field of 16, and even that cut was minus 87 in scratch, so it's indicative of how challenging the pattern was, as it should be for a major. However, Hatchett has thrown 532 for his last 2 games, 280 and 252. He needs another X right here. He loves it. Oh, and he runs out another flush hit. So often this year, Hatchett has sort of taken a back seat in the Vegas area to what Jacob Buttriff has done, but Eric has put together an excellent season in his own right. And sometimes it's only been Buttriff that has stopped him from doing bigger and better things. Cameron can max for 212. Eric going at a 203 pace. 193 pace, first strike, so still up in the air. Runs it out again. Oh no! Will the messenger roll? It doesn't. And that is the worst possible break you could imagine in this situation. Eric's got to look at the scoreboard right now. They're dead even as it stands with 152 in the 8th. Of course, the 4-9. Kyle King with that memorable 4-9 conversion in Baker yesterday. Let's see if he elects to go for the count. I would elect to go for it. He's just going to get the 1 out of it. And that means Cameron Smith has to mark to win. What a disastrous 4-9 in the 10th for Hatchett. This is the exact same situation that Cameron was in the last match. He needed 9 out to tie Canfield and any mark to win. Same situation here. 9 out would tie the match at 180. Any mark, and Cameron Smith comes from oblivion to capture his 39th career title, yet another major. He's been a major machine over his career, and with a chance to salt it away, he has always been good. Let's see what happens this time. It's left. Wow, that could have been anything. That could have big Ford. That could have done anything. Instead, he will gladly take the 610. Of course, last time he was on this lane, he chopped the 3-6. Now he has to avoid the chop. If he misses them both, Hatchett wins. If he gets one, we'll have a tie and a 1-shot roll-up for $1,000. If he makes it, he wins. Look out. He got it. What an amazing comeback from Cameron, who looked like he was ready to go to Panda Express about 4 hours ago. Then shoots that 270. Was ready to go to Panda Express again after losing the first 2 games with 157 and 161. Finally makes a ball change and hasn't shot under deuce the rest of the way until now. But what? And until now, despite the most awkward-looking balk you might ever see, he has enough for the win. Even if he had let that ball go, it would have been a foul for 182. I have no idea what kind of winning shot that was. The deadpan reaction, but I guarantee you he's relieved. That was a great match between 2 bowlers who were just outstanding all day long. More frustration for Hatchett, who Facebooked last night. I get second on that when I was with Dallas, and wow. What can you say? Cameron Smith pulls a Houdini act to capture the title. Handicap title match coming up sooner or later today. Stick around for that.